Hi friends, welcome to our class. In this class, we are going to learn about how to prepare journal entries, problem number 2. So here is a problem. Journalize the following transaction in the books of Nancy Limited. 2018 March 1st, started business with cash 45,000. Next, first paid into bank 25,000. March 2nd, goods purchased for cash 15,000. March 3rd, purchase of furniture and paid by check 5,000. Next, March 5th, sold goods for cash 6,000. Next, March 8th, sold goods to Rosie 4,000. March 10th, goods purchased from Thomas 7,000. Next, March 12th, goods returned to Thomas 1,000 rupees. Next, March 15th, sold goods to Raghava for cash 2,500. Next, 18th, cash received from Rosie 3,960, discount allowed 40 rupees. Next, 21st, withdrawn from bank for private use 1,000. Again 21st, withdraw from bank for office use 5,000. Next, 25th, paid telephone bill 400. 28th, cash paid to Rosie in full settlement of her account 5,940 rupees. And next, 30, paid salaries to staff 2,500. This is the problem number 2 for preparation of journal entries. So let's prepare journal entries. So this is the format of journal book: date, particulars, LF number, debit amount, credit amount. So first transaction is 2018 March 1st, started business with cash 45,000. So in this transaction, two aspects are involved. One is cash, second one is capital. Cash is asset, real account. Capital is provided by the proprietor, that's why personal account. So when start business with the cash means cash will comes into the business. So according to real account, what comes in? Debit, and proprietor will give that capital. That's why according to personal account, giver will be credit. So cash, debit, capital, credit. So 2018 March 1st, cash account, debtor to capital account. So in the third line, we should write the narration: being started business with cash. So against the debit line, in debit column, you should write the amount 45,000 against the credit line, in credit column 45,000. Next transaction, again March 1st, paid into bank 25,000. So in this transaction also involved two aspects: bank, cash. So bank is a personal account, cash is a real account. So here bank is a receiver, that's why according to personal account, receiver will be debit. And when we paid into bank, cash will goes out from the business. According to real account, what goes out? That will be credit. So bank debit, cash credit. So entry is again first bank account debtor to cash account. Narration: being cash deposited into bank. So against the debit line, in debit column 25,000, and against the credit line, in credit column 25,000. Next transaction is March 2nd, goods purchased for cash 15,000. So in this transaction there are two aspects are involved. One is purchase, second one is cash. Purchased, we are purchasing goods, so goods is asset, that's why real account, and cash is also real account. When we purchased goods, goods will comes into the business, that's why it's a debit. And when we purchased goods, we must pay the cash, so cash will goes out from the business. According to real account, what goes out, that will be credit. So purchase is debit, cash is credit. So the entry is purchase account debtor to cash account, being goods purchased for cash. So against the debit line, in debit column 15,000, against the credit line in credit column 15,000. Next transaction is purchase of furniture and paid by check 5,000. Purchase of furniture and paid by check 5,000. So in this transaction involved two aspects. One is furniture, second one is bank. Why? Because they have given check, that's why bank. So furniture is an asset, real account. Bank is a artificial person, that's why personal account. So when we purchase the furniture, furniture will comes into the business, so that's why what comes in, that will be debit. And here bank is a giver, according to personal account, giver will be credit. So furniture debit, bank credit. So entry is March 3rd, furniture account debtor to bank account, being furniture purchased and paid by check. So against the debit line, in debit column 5,000, against the credit line in credit column 5,000. Next transaction, sold goods for cash 6,000. So in this transaction there are two aspects involved. One is cash, second one is sales. Cash is asset, that's why real account. Sales, what we are sold, goods, goods is also assets, that's why real account, both are real account. So when we sold goods, cash will comes into the business, so what comes in, that will be debit. And when we sold goods, goods will goes out from the business, what goes out, that will be credit. So cash debit, sales credit. So entry is March 5th, cash account debtor to sales account. Narration, being goods sold for cash. So against the debit line in debit column 6,000, against the credit line in credit column 6,000. Next transaction, sold goods to Rosie 4,000. So in this transaction two aspects are there. One is Rosie, second one is sales. Rosie is a person, that's why personal account. We are selling goods, so goods are assets, that's why real account. So here Rosie is a receiver. Why? Because we sold goods to Rosie, so Rosie is a receiver. According to personal account, receiver will be debit. And when we sold goods, goods will goes out from the business, what goes out, that will be credit. So Rosie debit, sales credit. So entry is 8th Rosie account debtor to sales account being goods sold to Rosie on credit. So against the debit line in debit column 4000, against the credit line in credit column 4000. Next transaction 10th March 10th, goods purchased from Thomas. In this transaction, two accounts are involved. One is purchase, second one is Thomas. Purchasing goods. Goods are assets, that's why real account, and Thomas is a person, personal account. So when purchased goods, goods will comes into the business. According to real account, what comes in, that will be debit. And here Thomas is a giver. So according to personal account, giver will be credit. So purchase debit, Thomas credit. So entry is 10th purchase account debtor to Thomas account being goods purchased from Thomas on credit. So against the debit line in debit column 7000, against the credit line in credit column 7000. Next transaction 12th goods returned to Thomas 1000. So in this transaction, two aspects involved. One is Thomas, second one is purchase returns. So Thomas is a person, that's why personal account. Purchase returns, so we are returning goods. Goods is assets, that's why real account. So Thomas is a person. Here Thomas is a receiver, that's why what comes into the business, that will be debit. And purchase return, we are returning goods, that means goods will goes out from the business. What goes out from the business, that will be credit according to real account. So Thomas debit, purchase returns credit. So entry is 2018 March 12th Thomas account debtor to purchase returns account. Narration being goods returned to Thomas. So against the debit line in debit column 1000, against the credit line in credit column 1000. Next transaction 15th sold goods to Raghava for cash 2500. So here sold goods to Raghava for cash. We are selling goods for cash, that's why person is no need. So that's why in this transaction two aspects are involved. One is cash, second one is sales. So cash is asset, real account. We are selling goods, goods asset, that's why real account. So when we sold goods, when we sold goods, cash will comes into the business. What comes in, that will be debit. And when we sold goods, goods will goes out from the business. What goes out, that will be credit. So cash debit, sales credit. So entry is March 15th cash account debtor to sales account being goods sold for cash against the debit line in debit column 2500 against the credit line in credit column 2500. Next transaction 18th, cash received from Rosie 3960, discount allowed 40 rupees. So two transactions are involved in the same date. That's why this type of transaction have three aspects. Those are, one is cash, second one is discount allowed, third one is Rosie. So cash is asset, real account, discount allowed expense, nominal account, Rosie personal account. So we received cash. That means cash will comes into the business. What comes into the business according to real account, that will be debit. And discount allowed is expense. According to nominal account, expenses and losses, debit. And here Rosie is a giver. So according to personal account, giver will be credit. In these transactions, two debit aspects and one credit aspect is there. So in this case, first we should write the two debit aspects. 18th, cash account debtor, discount allowed account debtor, next we should write the credit aspect with prefix to Rosie account, like that we have to write the entry. So narration, being cash received from Rosie and discount allowed. Now we must write the amounts. So here opposite cash account in debit column. Why? Because cash account in debit side. That's why opposite cash account in debit column. How much we cash received? 3960 rupees we have to write. And discount allowed also in the debit line. That's why opposite to discount allowed line in debit column we have to write discount allowed amount. That means 40 rupees. And what is the total amount? 3960 plus 40, 4000. That we should write against the credit line in the credit column, 4000. So like that we should write the amounts. Next transaction, withdraw from bank for private use, 1000. So in this transaction, two aspects are involved. One is drawings, second one is bank. So when proprietor use some amount for his personal, those are called drawings. So proprietor is a person, that's why personal account. And bank is an institution, that's why it is also personal account. So here proprietor is a receiver. According to personal account, receiver will be debit. So here proprietor use cash from bank, that's why bank also personal. So here bank is a giver, that's why according to personal account, giver will be credit. So the entry is 21st, drawings account debtor to bank account, being cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. personal use. So opposite debit line in debit column 1000, opposite credit line in credit column 1000. Next, withdraw from bank for office use 5000. So in this transaction two aspects are involved. So those are cash, bank. Cash is asset, that's why real account. Bank is a artificial person, that's why personal account. So received cash, withdrawn cash from bank for office use, that's why cash will comes into the business. According to real account, what comes in that will be debit, and here bank is a giver. According to personal account, giver will be credit. So cash debit, bank credit. So entry is again 21st, cash account debtor to bank account, being cash withdrawn from bank for office use. So against the debit line in debit column 5000, and against the credit line in credit column 5000. Next, 25th, paid telephone bill 400 rupees. So in this transaction, one is telephone bill aspect, second one is cash aspect. Here telephone bill is expense, that's why nominal account, cash is asset, that's why real account. According to nominal account, expenses and losses will be debit, and when we paid telephone bill, cash will goes out, that's why according to real account, what goes out, that will be credit. So telephone bill debit, cash credit. So the entry is 25th, telephone bill account debtor to cash account, being telephone bill paid. So opposite to debit line in debit column 400, opposite to credit line in credit column 400. The next transaction is 28th, cash paid to Rosie in full settlement of her account 6000 is 5940. So in this transaction also there are three aspects are there. One is Rosie, second one is cash, third one is discount received. So Rosie is a person, that's why personal account, cash is asset, that's why real account, discount received and income, that's why nominal account. So here Rosie is a receiver. According to personal account, receiver will be debit, and when cash paid, cash will goes out. According to real account, what goes out, that will be credit. And discount received and income, according to nominal account, incomes and gains credit. So in this, one debit aspect is there, two credit aspects are there. So entry is, first of all we should write the debit aspect. Rosie account debtor to, two credit aspects are there. Two credit aspects are there. One is cash account to cash account. Next, to discount received account. So narration, being cash paid to Rosie and discount received. So how much we paid cash? 5,940. What is the full settlement account here? 6,000 is the full settlement account amount. So remaining 60 rupees is discount received. So this is the entry. And next and last transaction, March 30, paid salaries to staff 2,500. So in this transaction, two aspects are salaries, cash. Salaries are expenses, that's why nominal account. Cash is asset, that's why real account. So according to nominal account, expenses and losses should be debit, and when we paid salaries, cash will goes out. According to real account, what goes out, that will be credit. So salaries debit, cash credit. So 2018 March 30, salaries account, salaries account, debtor to cash account. Narration being salaries paid. So against the debit line in debit column 2500, against the credit line in credit column 2500. So this is how to prepare journal entries problem number 2. Okay friends, thanks for watching my video.